All right, baby girl. You know when I talk like that, it means I'm 100%, maybe even more. Full power, go All right, so we're on Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. almost. Now I'm heading towards Gym VIP. I love too much my lifestyle. Every day it's a different gym. It's so exciting, and the thing is, I don't even plan really which gym I'm gonna go to. Like before, I used to plan like ahead, like every single day of the week. Now I kind of just go at like how I feel in the morning, and yeah, that's the gym I'm gonna go to. So yeah, so we're going to Gym VIP, and it's for a calisthenic training, which I love these morning calisthenic trainings because obviously I'm at full power, and I have more like mental focus for that, because when I do calisthenics at night, it's doable, but yo, with everything I'm doing, it's like I'm still getting to that level. As I continue focusing on my shit and I'm like super disciplined and strict with what I gotta do, meaning I don't allow any bullshit to slow me down, and I'm extremely selfish with my goals, what's gonna happen is most likely by this summer, well, I can't even talk. I will probably be able to do a calisthenic session at night and still feel as if like I'd even go through a whole day. Because that's what happened to me back in the days in 2023 when I was actually aligned, but I wasn't aware of it. That's the thing. Back then I wasn't aware, but I was doing things correctly. And I remember I would do a calisthenic session at night and I could do a full push day. Like press-ups, bent arm press-ups, work on even my front lever, and then like do crazy amounts of handstand holds. And I had done a big powerlifting session in the morning. But back then, like I said, I was continuously aligned with what I was supposed to do. So that's why I had built that resilience. Now the difference in comparison to back then in 2026 is that my mental resilience is at insane heights. It's right now I'm at what I call sovereignty, you know, like you can look that up online. It's a state of mind where you only act when things are aligned. Like you literally do not care about what people think about you. You do not care about if, you know, like people want to like turn their back on you, because you're fully you operate fully from your internal state. It's pretty much all about me. And it doesn't mean I disregard other people, but what that means is that I don't let any other people's action move me off center. And when you're able to do that, nothing will stop you, because you know you have stuff to do and you're going to focus on that. So if you compare that to the version of me in 2023, is that yes, physically I was stronger and even my shape was better in 2023, but the mental resilience was shit. So it was very easy to throw me off. So what would happen is that it would take just the slightest event that didn't go according to plan, and I would lose confidence, and then I would spiral, and then I would lose my strength. But now it's, even though like I'm rebuilding that strength, it's almost guaranteed that I will surpass that because I'm good with myself. Already now, I'm more excited with where I am in my life than I was back then when I was much more, let's say, a performant or athletic. So you see the difference? That's why it's very important to train your mind to be good with where you're at right now and be grateful. And that's how you're going to be able to propel yourself further. So yeah, so now it's a calisthenic training. So I'm going to show you guys my planche and front lever grind. So I'm still doing assisted. Like I'm re-unlocking these movements. I'm heavier than I was back then. But yeah, I used to do a full planche, and front lever I was almost there. I never got it, but I was at a tiny bend only, but I was never able to unlock it. But now we're gonna grind properly so we can unlock all that stuff. And it's one step at a time. Like I'm literally enjoying every little step. You know, like even if it's 0.5 seconds, it's like, yes, I got that 0.5 second extra. And why? Because I know I have a lot of shit going on. Like I have, you know, the pharmacy to handle, I have my side projects. I have people I coach. So it's only normal that it's going to take longer. And when you have that mindset, things actually comes faster because you're not focused on that specific goal. You're just focused on the process. So I'll see you guys at the gym. All right, guys. So we're at Gym VIP. So you guys can already see I have my front lever bar here. I'm gonna set up my bands so I can prepare myself to do the planche. So when I start my calisthenic trainings, I like to take my time. I don't like to be rushed. So I always take my time because you need lots of mental focus and you need to be very grounded because all my body is gonna contract for these things. You see, I have like multiple bags. I'm over prepared, which is a very good thing. So these are my bands inside here. So you see, for the full planche, um, right now I'm using a purple band that I usually double loop, and then I add a yellow band or two yellow bands. But the thing is, that was where I was like a few weeks ago, but I've been progressing pretty fast and steadily. So I think today I should be able to practice the full planche with just the purple band. That's what we're gonna see today. That's why I'm filming the content for you guys. Because the thing is, with calisthenics, when you progress and you do the things the right way, it stacks really fast. Meaning that at first it's gonna feel like you're not doing anything. Like you could literally be training for a specific movement for a month or even like 2 months longer, and you'll be like it's not getting anywhere. But when you become super self-aware, you're able to see the micro progressions, and then at a certain point, it just does this, and it just unlocks quickly. That's how I got my full planche a few years ago. Is I remember I just kept working, 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 and eventually it just clicked. My body was ready, and I was able to do it, and then I evolved quickly. But then you have to preserve that. Is that if you get too hungry when it starts doing this, then you're gonna crash. You got to learn how to like still take your time even when things just start clicking. The other thing that I really like with calisthenics is it's the fact that it really trains you to develop what we call stillness, meaning like being able to just sit in silence. Because calisthenics is very slow with the progress. Usually, you don't progress quickly. That's why a lot of people that are naturally good with calisthenics, they'll rise really fast and then they crash after. A lot of people, they get good and they injure themselves because they don't know what it is to actually grind slowly towards the progress. They got it so quickly. That's why we say good things come with time. So now for the front lever, what I usually do is I always start with three tiny bands just to warm my back, and then we work gradually towards a single yellow band to practice. And it's actually good because it's been over a week that I didn't do calisthenics in the AM fully fresh because I had to deal with a lot of things at the same time. But now, like everything is good, so I'm able to actually practice calisthenic fresh again like I used to. That's why so yeah, so the thing is now I'm able to actually practice fresh and see how it's gonna go for the progress of calisthenics. So we're gonna start first with the three bands, then I'll drop to two, and then I'll try the yellow band alone, and we'll see how it's gonna progress. But I'm excited because, like I said, I feel full power, which I haven't done calisthenics full power in like 2 weeks. I always did it like either fatigued or after my powerlifting. So yeah, it's very nice. All right, it's time for my little ritual energy drink time. This one is green apple. It's from Spark Energy. I tasted the cherry flavor already. I like it. Now I'm gonna see how the green apple tastes. Oh wow, I can smell it already. I love green apple. Well, it's not just green apple; it's sour green apple. Oh yeah. You guys are gonna see me do my warm up. I'm gonna warm up my rotator cuffs, and then you guys are gonna see me do my drills for the front lever and the planche. So it's really gradual. You got to be patient. All right, rotator cuffs. This is literally, it's also part of my ritual. I do it every workout. Every day I warm them up and I straighten them. I'll do 3 to 4 sets of like 8 to 15 reps. I always go by feeling. All right. And I'll do this variation as well. All right. So I have 3 more sets of those, and I'm actually going to increase the resistance. And then after, we'll get to the calisthenics. All right, so it's time to warm up the front lever and the planche. So like I mentioned earlier, I start with 3 tiny bands just to get into the position. Now for the planche, I'm going to do protractions and retractions. 5 to 10 reps. All right, so now we have 2 bands for the last warm-up set, and then we'll do an attempt with a yellow band only. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, it's not a real knee tuck, it's like a pseudo. It's actually the form you do before even doing a knee tuck, is I'm gonna bring my knees to my elbows and hold from there. That's to just like get my brain ready to like have straight arms. Just like that. You know, it's funny, just this, when I show people calisthenics, you can't even do it the first time most of the time. It still takes balance. But, you know, to me, it's like super easy, but I'll never forget the struggle, you know? So that's why no matter how far you go in calisthenics, you always got to remember that even the beginning steps, like, they're no jokes. Like, you know, you need to improve, you need to grind to get them. But I think that's something a lot of people forget when they get far. Their ego becomes too high. And I always tell people your ego has to be lower all the time if you want to actually be able to progress. The moment your ego surpasses your actual level, you're done. Okay, so now it's time for the first hold. So I only have a yellow band. Honestly, if I can just hold it 1 second with not such a bad form, that's good enough. Because I'm heavier than before now. All right. All right. Actually, I did better than I was expecting. I thought I was going to drop right away. That's very good. That means my body's recovering the way it's supposed to. I'm going to do right away an attempt with the planche. So you guys are going to see I keep supersetting them together. So it's almost like I'm doing a push-pull antagonist workout. And by the way, I'm only going to do one attempt with the yellow band. I got to right away go to two bands because that was a max effort. You know, it demands a lot, and it's funny because it looks stupid. Like I held what, maybe 1.5 seconds, and yeah, it takes a lot of energy. So until you can actually do a hold for at least 3 to 5 seconds, solid, I wouldn't do another set. Now let's see how the full planche goes. Nice. So you see, that was my first attempt. So what I'll do is the next set, I'll drop it to only one yellow band with the purple band. And then if it goes well again, if I can hold it for at least 3 seconds, I'll go to purple band only, which I haven't done in months. Like, you know, like now I'm rebuilding my planche. Yeah, it's good. Every little progress appreciated. All right, so now it's time to do front lever with two tiny bands. Let's see how that goes. Oh, and by the way, I take 3 to 5 minute breaks, sometimes up to 10 minutes if I feel like I need more rest. But yeah, normally 3 to 5 minutes. Very nice. Considering the fact that I did the first attempt with just one tiny band, the yellow one, that was a pretty good hold. What I'm gonna do is do one more set with again the same band, but I'm not gonna push it as far. I'm probably just gonna aim for 3 to 5 seconds and stop it right there. Now we're gonna do the attempt for the planche. So we have purple band that I loop twice with a yellow band. So let's see how that feels. All right. Nice. I actually stopped the hold earlier so I could do the purple band. And I can tell you it felt better than having that band as well. Why? Because the first rep is, well, first set is never the best one. Like, I can tell you, me that has experience with acrobatics and calisthenics, your first backflip will never be its best one because it's like you kind of have to wake up the body. So, yeah, no, it felt really good. So, we're going to do an attempt with the purple band. That's actually crazy progress. All right, so here we go for another set with two tiny bands. Very short hold. Good. And you see that one was actually better than the previous one. I can tell that I was more retracted. My core was better engaged. Everything was just straighter. So that's why it's good to repeat with the same amount of resistance or assistance. Now we're gonna do the attempt with the purple band only for the planche. And after that, we're going right away to straddle work. So I'm gonna do one set of straddle planche with the yellow band and one set with the two tiny bands, and then we'll go to knee tuck. Woo, nice. Pretty challenging. It's crazy, huh? Just taking off this little thing. But I was able to hold it for I think at least a good 3 seconds. So what I'm gonna do the next time I do this type of training is we're gonna grind with the purple band until it feels comfortable, like using one tiny band or two tiny bands on top. All right, so we're gonna do an attempt for the straddle front lever with one yellow band. And then after you're gonna guys are gonna see me do a straddle planche with the purple band. Very nice. So you guys see I probably held it twice as long as the full front lever, meaning my feet like this, my legs like this. So it shows you kind of like the difference in demand that the straddle has in comparison to the full front lever. And you got to consider the fact that I did sets before for the front lever. So if I would have started with the straddle, we're talking like I could probably go up to 10 seconds assisted. Even without a bend, I could probably hold it 3 seconds. But because I'm trying to unlock the front lever, I put more of my energy into that. And then I shave off gradually and do the smaller progressions. So now we're gonna do straddle planche with a purple band. If it goes well, we get decreased the tension. So I'm gonna put black band, double loop, and probably with two tiny yellow bands. That's kind of like the conversion. It's harder than just having a purple band double looped, but not that much harder. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, it's time. You see my smile? It's because I see all the grind that I put into this. It's paying off. So yeah, the next set I'll put black and two yellow bands, and I'll double loop the black band, and I'll stop it there. Even if it feels good, I'm not gonna be like, okay, let's try the black band alone or whatever. I'll leave some from later because tonight I have powerlifting at App Fitness, so I got to think about all these things. All right, baby girl. So now it's time for two tiny bands, straddle, front lever hold. I'm probably going to be able to hold it between 5 to 10 seconds with a pretty clean form. And then we'll have fun. First time using black band in a super long time for the planche, straddle planche. Oh yeah. Very nice. Next set, we're gonna go to advanced knee tuck, and I'm probably gonna do it with the yellow band and just one set. It's enough. Now we're gonna do straddle with the black band for the planche and two yellow bands. All right. Very nice. Ooh. We log it in. We preserve it. You see, these I can tell you my train of thoughts. And right now, in my head, I'm like, yo, I could go to the black band only. But no, because there's so many nuances, you know. Even though I could do it and it would look on camera that I'm holding it well, maybe my protraction wouldn't be as solid. Maybe I would, instead of being like this, I'd be a bit like this. And that carries over as you try to progress. So you got to be patient. Already there, I'm super stoked. That's fucking nice. So what I'm gonna do now is take another break of 5 to 10 minutes to really recharge, and then one set of knee tuck here, and one set of knee tuck here, and then I'm gonna go on to the rest of my push workout. So we're talking press ups, bent arm press ups, handstand holds. I'm not gonna put that in that video. I'll leave that for the future. It's not too dense. But yeah, I'm gonna share a lot of stuff with you guys. I'm gonna share with you the crazy world of Gogoheim. One last set of advanced knee tuck with one tiny bend, the yellow one, and then knee tuck planche. I'm gonna do two tiny yellow bends. And that's good. Now, two yellow bends for knee tuck. One mistake I can tell you that I did in the past with calisthenics is even when I would get further, like let's say I would start practicing variations of the full planche, I would always disregard the knee tuck. Bad move. You always have to go back to basics, no matter how good you get. And that's it. So that's it for the planche and the front lever. And now I'm gonna go on and do my other calisthenic stuff. I'll leave for other videos eventually. Like you'll see me do bent arm press ups on high bars, super cool stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe. If you have any ideas you want to talk about, let them in the comments, and I'll see you guys soon.